Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about Wednesday Season 2 cast update. So, a lot of people have now been cast in Season 2 of Wednesday. There's some stars that are returning, some that have been completely written out. One left because of a Me Too scandal type thing. And there's gonna be more of the Addams family coming this season. One is grandmama, which has me very pissed off. And there is one that is an Addams family legend that I'm happy to see coming into this show as a guest spot. Some will be main, some will be recurring, and some will be guest. And so, yeah, I just recently just put out finally my Wednesday video. I've been wanting to put that video out ever since I made it, but I wanted to save it for Latino Heritage Month because Jenna Ortega is, of course, half Mexican, half Puerto Rican, and the Addams family is supposed to be Latino in this show, even though they are now casting tons of white people to fill those roles. You know, that doesn't look good for Tim Burton. Even though he didn't create this show, he's just directing. I don't know if he's going to direct season 2, but it just puts a bigger stain on him not casting like diverse like people. Because why? Well, a while back, somebody asked him, hey, how come there never no diverse characters in your movies like blacks, Latinas, Asians, Indians, stuff like that? Why is it always white? And well, he answered it as a typical old white man does. Basically, I'm going to paraphrase. If it doesn't fit his vision, he's not going to cast them. So I guess people of color and the LGBT don't fit like his vision, but white straight people do. Oy. And then he goes on further to say, and this is the part, see, I don't think he's racist. I just think he's old-fashioned and tone deaf and just ignorant. Why? Because he said a long time ago he was watching the Brady Bunch, and it offended him when they started adding these kids of color, blacks, Asians, and whatever, to the show. Really? That offended you? Like, okay, the Brady Bunch is a very classic, very good show, but it is a show of its time. It was created when it was predominantly white folks on television. So to try to add a little diversity, they will add like, you know, a person of color here and there at the least, you know, to show that, hey, we're changing in times. This isn't 1950s no more. And that offended him. And what makes it worse is that he says because they did it because of political correctness. Now, political correctness is the old-fashioned Hollywood way of saying woke. You know, it just doesn't look good for him. It just makes you wonder because he is extremely talented. But he must be stuck in his way. You know, maybe he is racist. You know, I don't know. Maybe. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, he is stuck in like a period of time and doesn't want to evolve. Now, I know what some of y'all are saying. Well, you know, in his first Batman movie, he was going to make, well, he did make Harvey Dent black. And of course, Two-Face would have been black in the third movie. But if you remember, Billy D. Williams, Harvey Dent only had a cameo in that first Batman movie, and he was nowhere to be found in the second. And then, of course, when he left, they decided when Joel Schumacher took over, they were going to make the role white. And I know what some of y'all are saying, that like Robin was supposed to be black, played by Marlon Wayans in his Batman movies. True. Was he gonna cast him as that? Who knows? Because they have a casting director. So maybe the casting director wanted to do it. Plus, Dick Grayson was nowhere to be found in the first or second movie. And I know what some of y'all are gonna say. Well, Samuel L. Jackson played the villain in that, that one movie that came out that he directed. I forgot the name of it. But let's not forget, he was the villain. Wasn't a good guy, he was the villain. And I know what some of y'all are gonna say. Well, he cast Jenna Ortega in Beetlejuice, and she's in Wednesday. First, let me reiterate that he did not create Wednesday. He merely just directed. So somebody else, the creators and the casting directors, casted her. Now, as for Beetlejuice, we know he loves to recycle his stars, and Jenna Ortega blew everybody away as Wednesday. He saw that performance and be like, wow, she would be great for this movie. She fits the whole goth macabre style. So I believe that's why now she, a Latino actress, fits his vision. But anyway, let's get on to... Okay, I went on a little tangent. My bad. I'm just so irritated with him right now because I just found this out. But anyway, let me get on to this video. So, some are coming back and some are gone. Everybody from season 1 is returning unless their character died. The only people from season 1 that not gonna return, well, the obvious, is going to be the one that's involved in a Me Too scandal. Percy Hayes White. Or is it Hines White? Anyway, Percy ain't gonna be in season 2. I already said that in my Wednesday video. Most likely he ain't gonna be there, and they already said he's not. I don't know if he did what this one person said he did, but he says he's innocent, but he's out. Now, Tommy Earl Jenkins and Iman Marson, they're out. They were the mayor and the mayor's son. And like I said before, this doesn't bode well for Tim Burton, even though he's the director, because they are 2 of the 3 black characters in this show. And 2 of them are now gone. The siren girl is still there, thank God for that. But remember, she was the bully in the first season, Frenemy, who later became a friend towards the end of the first season. But first, she started off as the bully. Once again, does not bode well for him. And I'm surprised because Lucas was shaping up to be a recurring type character, because towards the middle and end, especially towards the end, they started to build up his character. I think he was even supposed to start dating that siren girl or something like that. And he only dated that werewolf girl, but didn't really particularly like her, but kind of did, but kind of didn't. And it was more like a prank kind of thing. But they was really shaping him up to be a character who, first used to judge these people, but now are not. And his father, I think his father's pretty good standing with that of the people at Nevermore Academy, I believe. And so it's just kind of, I understand why the mayor is not going to be there. Like, why are you going to have a mayor? The mayor could have made a guest appearance or something like that, but no, he's out. And his son is out, which is kind of shocking. I mean, they're going to bring the sheriff back for a guest role, and guest roles are very limited on this show. So if they could do that, they could have brought the mayor back, but that's not the only person of color that's not going to be back. Naomi J. Okinawa, I think that's how you say her name. She played the vampire. She had a very, very tiny role in the first season, but she's completely out of the second. And it's just kind of like, really? She's out too? All right. Now, Jamie McShane, who played the sheriff who hates Gomez Adams and the rest of the Adams family, he's just only going to have a guest appearance and not a recurring one like the last season. Yet his son is going to return. Now, the actor who plays Lurch is not on this list, so most likely he's out. However, this is what's interesting. Was he recast? That I don't know. And I say that because now a basketball player turned stunt actor is going to be cast in the show as a guest appearance. And he is Jonas Sudeikis. Tamo. I can't say his name correctly. And if he's a basketball player, he's gonna be really tall. So is he gonna be the new Lurch or a new character? I don't know. Now Steve Bazumi, Bashimi, I can't say his name right. He's gonna play the new principal of the school because remember the tall lady from last season died. Man, I really liked her. I'm pissed they got rid of her. Now, also, Christina Ricci, she's not gonna be in this season, which really sucks. But guess who is gonna be in it? Christopher Lloyd himself, the man who played Uncle Fester in the movies. He's gonna have a guest role. Now, guest roles, like I said, are limited. They're limited to either a couple of minutes or an entire episode kind of dedicated to them, kind of how the Uncle Fester character was in season 1, which the actor who plays the new Uncle Fester, his name's nowhere to be found on here, and it only says he's there for season 1. Heather Mazzario, she's also going to be in season 2, and she's a pretty famous actress. I've seen her in a couple of stuff. Like, let's see, in the 3rd Scream movie, she was in the 5th Scream movie, she was in, I forget the name of the title, but this movie has so many different titles. Billie Piper, singer turned actress, is gonna be a main cast member of season 2. Who she's gonna play, I have no idea. But I'm very excited to see her because 1, she's an amazing singer, and 2, she's like an even better actress. I'm very shocked. Most singers can't act, but she can do both. Haley Joel Osment, who's best known for, I think, what was it, The Sixth Sense or something like that, and like, you know, that AI movie and some other stuff. He's gonna have like a guest appearance in the show. Frances O'Connor, I don't know who Frances O'Connor is, but she's gonna be having a guest appearance in the show. Can't quite say her name. Todd Newton, she's gonna be the new doctor, I guess the psychiatrist or whatever, or maybe a medical doctor, but she's gonna have like a guest appearance. I guess they're like, hey, here's another black person for you. You know, we got rid of 2, here's another one. Now, the entire Gomez family that either had like a guest or recurring role in the 1st season, they have now been bumped up to the 2nd season main cast. I knew this was kind of going to happen because they said that Catherine Zeta-Jones was going to be in the 2nd season a whole lot more. I don't know how I feel about that. See, originally, I just wanted an Addams Family show, but when they were going to center it on Wednesday, I was happy because Wednesday has always been my favorite. And, you know, the family, they served the purpose of what they were supposed to do in the 1st season in their limited role, because the show is supposed to be about Wednesday and Wednesday only. And so, like, now that they're going to add the family, and now that, you know, Morticia is going to have a bigger role and all this and that, it's just kind of like, it has me worried that the family is going to be in the show too much. And, you know, people do want the family there, but they don't want them hogging up all the screen time because this isn't an Addams Family show. It's a Wednesday show. But the last family member is now going to appear. Joanna Lumley is gonna play Grandmama Addams. Finally, she's gonna show up. And I've been wondering how she's gonna look. I was not expecting her to look white. You don't know how much this pisses me off and everything. Because, alright, look. With this show, they established front and center Wednesday Addams is gonna be Latina. They went to an effort to cast her father as a Latina. They went to an effort to cast her brother, an unknown actor, as a Latina. And they did this because, one, Jenna Ortega is Latina, so they decided, all right, let's do that. But also, like I've been telling you, the Adams family is actually Latina and everything. This blew my mind because I never knew that, because they've always been depicted by white actors and stuff. Even in the cartoon, they've been drawn to be white. But in the comics, it's revealed that, Gomez and sometimes Morticia. See, Morticia is that odd anomaly. I'll get to her a little bit later. But Gomez is from like the old country. I forget what country. I told you in that one video, but I forget which one. But he's from a Latino country and stuff. So, and in the old black and white 1960s show, they even state that their family is from this country. And so Morticia, she's a little bit confusing because she's from, well, some sources have her being from Boston, Massachusetts and everything. Doesn't necessarily mean she's white. She could be a Latino from America. Duh, they're born here too and everything. And so for the most part, the Addams family is technically Latina, but they've always been portrayed by white people. And it pissed me off that Catherine Zeta-Jones played Morticia. I don't know if she played a white version. I don't know if she played a Latino version. But Catherine is known for playing Latino roles, even though she is white. Then you have Uncle Fester, who is Gomez's brother. Now, this is also one of those things that, okay, source material, he was originally Morticia's uncle and everything. But since, like, the movies and the cartoons and everything else, he's now been Gomez's brother. So, like, and Fred, the actor who plays him, he's not Latina. I think he's like white and Jewish and everything. And so now grandmama is going to be played by a white actress. You mean to tell me out of all the old Latino women in the world, in this country, and whatever country they film in, they couldn't find a Latina old woman to play her? What about the old lady from the Blue Beetle movie? She's old, she's Latina and everything. And there are so many older Latino actresses. Why the world they had to go with a white actress, I don't know. Netflix does have a habit of doing this. Like that Winx Club show saga thing they had, where this one character was supposed to be Latina, but they cast a white actress. And they completely made her into a white character. Only to say, oh wait, her sister is actually Latina in the real character from the cartoon. Wait, what the what? So Netflix has a habit of doing this crap where they just simply just don't care. And it pisses me off. Why do you go to the extra mile of making this family Latina as they are intended to be from the comics and stuff, only to whitewash them yet again? This pisses me off, man. If they're not even gonna make the effort, then just make the whole family white and just get it over with and everything. So yeah, those are the people who are gonna be in season 2. There are some more people, 3 more stars that are gonna be in season 2. But like, I don't know who they are. They don't have a Wikipedia page. And I'm not even gonna bother to look them up. And what's worse about Joanna is that she said Idris Elba should not play James Bond because he does not fit the description. I wonder what description that is. Is it could it possibly bleed like the color of his skin? You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously, dude, what the world, man? I'm not even here to get into this whole James Bond discussion and everything, but it's like, literally, what description is it? James Bond is white, Idris is black. And now Joanna's about to play a Latino character and she's white. Like, Why did she take this role? And not only that, but she doesn't really match the description of grandmama. She's supposed to be a short, round woman with all this crazy frizzy hair and a big long nose and everything like that. I don't get this, man. And the thing that's even more infuriating about the whole grandmama thing is that almost in every incarnation, grandmama is the mother of Gomez and Fester. So now with Gomez being an actual Latino man, you mean to tell me he has a white mom? Like you really want me to like believe that and everything and believe that Jenna Ortega for now the second time in her career is playing a half white, half Latina girl and everything like she did in Beetlejuice, which now makes her look like a hypocrite because of some of the stuff that she says and online and everything about what happened with Stuck in the Middle with that one white actress and like how she doesn't like gender bent roles and everything, just create your own character. Ugh. Once again, you mean to tell me they couldn't find not one old Latino actress in this whole world? Seriously. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.